Though everyone watching this will come from different backgrounds, one thing we will share is that we are someone's child. From the moment you are born, a parent has responsibility to care for you, teach you right from wrong, and nurture you as you grow. In the annals of WWE history, there is no shortage of wrestling families, as plenty of stars have followed in the footsteps of their parents and aim to become the next big things in the wrestling. But sometimes things are not always plain sailing, and there have been some superstars who had to face against their own blood. Here are 5 WWE superstars who showed some tough love and wrestle against their very own children. Number 5, the King Lawler and Brian Lawler. Though fans of today know the King primarily for his commentating career, older fans will be quick to point out that Jerry Lawler used to wrestle quite a lot. Even outside of WWE, the King reigned over the wrestling scene, often having huge matches in his own hometown of Memphis. Often these matches would involve Brian Christopher, Lawler's real-life son, who fans in WWE would know better as Grandmaster Zigzag. In 1993, the pair would square off in the USWA Memphis Wrestling promotion for the Unified Heavyweight Championship. This would be just one of the several matches between the two, as though they despised each other in front of the crowd. It's clear that Lawler wants to teach his son the ropes about being a pro wrestler, and there's plenty of good lessons to be learned by one of the most decorated champions in all of wrestling history. Number 4, Mr. McMahon and Stephanie McMahon. Some fans may not agree with when McMahon tactics in WWE backstage, but it's hard to deny the passion the man has for wrestling. Not only did the McMahon turn the WWE into sports entertainment juggernaut it is today, but the chairman of the board has never been afraid to step in the ring. At No Mercy 2003, McMahon battled his own daughter Stephanie after the younger McMahon refused to fight a SmackDown general manager. To add insult to injury, the pair met an I Quit match where if Steph lost, she would be forced to give up the position, but was given a handicap of being allowed to win via pinfall. Unfortunately, this would not help Stephanie as McMahon dismantled her in the ring, costing her the GM role and proving there was only one room for one top McMahon in the WWE. Number 3, Ric Flair versus David Flair. Ric Flair has done it all in wrestling, including being a 16-time world champion as well as 2-time WWE Hall of Famer. But Flair is not the only star in his family, as during the 1990s his own son David tried to make a name for himself in WCW. After working together, David turned on his father at Super Bowl 1999, leading to a lengthy feud between the two. At 2000 Great American Bash, the father would beat his son, though David would get his revenge the following night, shaving Ric's luscious blonde locks. Though Flair faced up against David, he's yet to take on his daughter Charlotte, who has made a name for herself as one of the WWE's most successful women. Though they have not faced off yet, never say never when it comes to WWE. Number 2, Chavo Guerrero versus Chavo Guerrero Jr. Though fans may remember Chavo's classic son Chavo Guerrero more, there was a time when the older Chavo competed in WWE. Aligning with his son in early 2004, Classic was an instrumental part of Guerrero's recapture, even helping him to retain the Cruiserweight Championship at WrestleMania 20. Throughout his reign, the pair would be involved in a series of shenanigans, and on the May 2000 editions of the SmackDown, Chavo Jr. was forced to defend his title against his own father as well as Spike Dudley. In a shocking moment, it was Classic who emerged the victor, pinning Spike to become the oldest Cruiserweight champion in WWE history. Successfully defending the gold against Dudley, Chavo Classic's reign would last just under a month before the title was captured by the master of the 619, Rey Mysterio. Top of the list is Mr. McMahon versus Shane McMahon. Though Vince McMahon was able to topple his daughter from the role as SmackDown general manager, 2 years earlier, the boss hoped to teach his son a lesson in respecting your elders. At WrestleMania X7 in 2001, Vince McMahon has met his own son Shane, who had returned from exile to reveal himself as the new owner of WCW, as well as get payback on his pop for how he had treated his wife Linda. After his affair with Stratus and divorce announcement had caused Linda to go into a vegetative state, leaving the company completely in Vince's financial hands. Though the older McMahon would give an epic performance, he would eventually fall to his son, as well as disgruntled wife Linda, who emerged from her vegetative state to kick the chairman of the board and the McMahon family's jewels.